Hey, good morning. It's been a while. I've actually been kind of busy with work and some educational opportunities. It was just coming up in my group that I was meeting with, and we were talking about coffee enemas. So I thought I'd share that. Am I a promoter? First of all, I'm Kara. I'm a holistic nutritionist in the Bay Area. I work with people one-on-one. I work with people distance. Sometimes I work in small groups. I am not a doctor. I don't diagnose. This is for informational purposes only. If you're under any medical condition, I always say talk to your doctor first. But let's talk about coffee enemas. Joy. A lot of people think, oh, hell no. And I don't blame them. Coffee enemas, or enemas, have been around for thousands of years. There's proof in the salted scrolls or something like that. I don't really remember. It's a form of hydrotherapy. And then coffee enemas became, you don't even drink coffee. Well, you don't have to drink coffee. It is actually proven, or they've shown, that very little is absorbed in the intestines. Coffee enemas have a detoxification method. So they actually force bile production, so the gallbladder dumps, detoxifying the body, which makes it easier to lose weight. Because if you're toxic and you're not producing enough bile and digesting correctly, then weight loss is very difficult. It is difficult. Has anyone ever done an enema? That's the big question. It's not difficult. Is it pleasant? I've heard some people say it's pleasant. Have I done it? Yes, I have done it. And no, wouldn't mind though. I do encourage people to try it. If you're trying, you don't even like, okay, so nice language. So who does it for you then if you don't even like to do it? You just get in the shower? Matt? Or Mr. Banks? That's funny. Well, it's a little different with so the idea with the coffee enema is that you're actually going to use a enema bag. And you're going to, let's say about a quart, 4 cups to 6 cups of coffee, strong organic coffee with purified water. You don't want to start incorporating toxins into the small intestine and the bowel. So you want to make sure it's clear. You want to make sure it's purified water, organic coffee. You don't want chemicals in there. Your body's going to absorb a lot of them. So the idea is to actually have it warm, but you have to say what? Potterhead Zach, what do you have to say? You're going to actually let that flow into your body and let it hold. You're going to try to hold that for 10 to 15 minutes to where that, you prefer an iced coffee? I dare you to use iced coffee in an enema. There's not a huge difference. It actually, with the coffee enema, it creates a little bit more peristalsis. So you're going to feel that more urgent need to evacuate when it's time. You try to hold it in as long as possible because it does force the gallbladder to release bile, and they've actually done tests to prove that it does. You see some contraindicating, people say it doesn't increase detoxification. There was a doctor about 50 years ago that ran tests, and it shows increased bile production. So there is an increased need for evacuation, but there's no real difference. It feels about the same, but it does increase peristalsis. So peristalsis is that pressure, that feeling of needing to go. So yes, would coffee enemas help you lose weight? If you're toxic, definitely. They will help detoxify the body, the liver, the gallbladder. So if you have any questions, go to my bio and feel free to email me questions. My website's there. So I hope you're all, how often you should do them. I'm not a doctor. Yes, of course it's a U of O shirt. Oregon Rose Bowl, I was there. How do you know if you're toxic? What kind of diet do you eat? So how often you do it? You can look that up online. There are many with cancer patients. This has been shown to be an effective therapy, and they do it daily to twice daily for like an extended period of time. You're in Oregon? Is it Smoth? Do you have a real name, or Smath? Yes, awesome. I am from Oregon. I live in the Bay Area now. Hey, Jake, it's nice to meet you. I will be back in Oregon in a year and a half when my kids go to college. You're from the Bay? What part? Jake, what part of the Bay are you from? Livermore. Okay, I'm in San Ramon. You should use Starbucks or Seattle Best. I just recommend using an organic coffee if you're going to do it. Organic coffee, purified water. You don't want chlorine or fluoride in it. You don't want nasty chemicals. I'm not saying you should do it, but I'm just here providing you information about it. If you are trying to detoxify, trying to lose weight, it could be beneficial. Oh, Mr. Banks, no instant coffee. I wouldn't use that. You know, typically what I do is if you brew a pot of coffee or what I suggest and you're doing organic coffee, whatever's left over, just save that and use it the next day. So I'm going to head out. Hope you all have a good one. Talk to you later.